We know you're facing challenges you've never experienced before.
While the coronavirus threatens your family's health, it's also affecting your job, your savings, and your child's education.
Now, more than ever, you need the most accurate and up-to-the-minute local news to help you navigate this difficult time.
Fox 23 News is here to help you understand every new development.
We'll get through this together, and there's one thing that won't change.
Fox 23 will keep on covering news that matters.
It's the Summer of Gordon on Fox 23, presented locally by Chip Martin and Associates. Just tune into your favorite Gordon Ramsay shows Tuesdays and Wednesdays and watch for our dish of the night. Then go to fox23.com/contest and enter the name of the dish for your chance to win. One night winner receives a $100 gift card to Mondo's. Plus, Chip Martin will donate $100 to the Community Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma to share your win with the community. The Fox 23 Summer of Gordon Sweepstakes, presented locally by Mix 96.5 and Chip Martin and Associates.
Hola a todos y bienvenidos otra vez a la charla. FC Tulsa regresa a Buenos Aires para 2 partidos en casa. Empieza una promesa de partidos con 5 partidos en 15 días. Hablábamos con el defensor Kevin García sobre qué significa jugar frente a los espacios.
Bueno, regresar a casa a jugar un partido muy importante que nos puede ayudar en la tabla. Pues hay que jugar con diversión, hay que gozarnos de la visión y nos da esa alegría, un hombre extra y es muy importante regresar de todo con 3 puntos.
García ha jugado cada minuto de cada partido en los primeros y es una parte del equipo defensivo que ha mejorado muchísimo este año.
Estamos muy diversos, lo importante es que estamos comunicando mucho en la línea. Yo creo que cuando yo pienso en la defensa como hemos jugado, yo pienso en el equipo, en la unidad del equipo.
Para la charla, y vamos Tulsa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Love Field for tonight's USL Championship regular season match, featuring the visiting Sporting Kansas City 2 as they take on York FC Tulsa.
Good evening everybody and welcome into One Oak Field, the home of FC Tulsa, for this out-of-group matchup with Sporting KC2. Mike Ensian's men looking to bounce back from their 2-0 defeat to runaway leaders of Group D, San Antonio, against a team off the back of a fine 3-0 win. My name is Dave Saunders, and delighted as always to be joined by former professional with French Club Vauban and Oklahoma State All-American Anna Beffer. And Anna, good evening to you. And it really is a question of bouncing back, which we all know FC Tulsa are more than capable of doing.
Good evening, Dave. Yes, FC Tulsa with a big test tonight against SKC2. They've faced a lot of adversity this season. They've refocused after their loss at San Antonio, and in training, Mike Ensian said they're very, very ready. They have a strong mentality. They know what they need to do, and they're looking forward to the game tonight.
They certainly are, because they are off the back of a fine 3-0 win against OKC. And one of the reasons for that success is a young striker called Wilson Harris. So I'm sure Mike Ensian would have talked about to his players about this young, exciting striker.
Yes, for sure. Harris has definitely been on Mike Ensian's radar. He scored 2 goals last game. He has 4 on the season. He scored a penalty earlier this year in preseason against FC Tulsa, so he's been a threat to them before. But this FC Tulsa defense is ready and prepared to defend him, and he has a great future ahead of him, a bright young player.
And you talk about the defence for FC Tulsa, and a very important person in that defence is the versatility of Matt Sheldon.
Yes, Sheldon is very consistent. He has the ability to run for 90 minutes and give quality 90-plus minutes. Ensian had a lot of great things to say about him. He's an ultimate professional. He keeps spirits high within the squad. A lot of young players look up to him. He continues to exceed expectations for this FC Tulsa team, and looking for big things from him tonight.
The first of 5 matches in 15 days. The first one coming up after the break against a team that FC Tulsa has never beaten. The first half and lineups coming up right after this.
Wednesday, FC Tulsa is looking to bring down the bull by the horns as they take on the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at One Oak Field. Tickets start at just $8. Get yours at fctulsa.com. Come out for the only live sports happening in town. FC Tulsa is pro soccer for Tulsa.
Dr. Jason Griffin of Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as the team physician for FC Tulsa. Since 2018, Dr. Griffin has provided his medical expertise both on the field and in the clinic to FC Tulsa players. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to be the official orthopedic care provider for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Just a blur when they jumped the median. There was nothing I could do. She's safe because of our first Outback, and our new one's even safer.
Welcome to the all-new Subaru Outback, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the highest level of safety you can earn.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
FC Tulsa versus Sporting KC2 here in downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you. FC Tulsa looking to bounce back from their only defeat of the season. And here is the visitors lineup, and we look for that man, Harris, up front. Anna Beffer.
Yes, we talked about Harris earlier tonight. He's definitely a threat for this offense for SKC2. He's had 2 goals last game, but, you know, they have a lot to work with. They're very disciplined in their formation. No matter who's in their lineups, they know how to execute.
And they will be playing a 4-1-4-1 rigid formation tonight. As for FC Tulsa, a number of changes It's this familiar back four, apart from Kawambe comes in at left back, and Martinez, we think, Anna, will be playing more as the false nine, but certainly up there trying to score the goals tonight.
Right. Martinez will be a little higher up the pitch this game. You know, the ability for FC Tulsa to shuffle their lineups these last few weeks is a testament to how deep this team is and just the options that Mike Incian has to play with.
It will be Sporting KC 2s to get us underway. There is Harris, the man that we told you about in the lead up to this game. They will be wearing all blue tonight against the all white strip of FC Tulsa. It is an out of group match. Sporting KC, who play in Group E against FC Tulsa, with Kawambe in possession here in Group D. Suarez down the left-hand side. Here's Da Costa's first action, but he's shut down by two players. Freeman here just laying the ball off. Kuic, who will sit in front of the back four. Freeman involved early on. But here is Marlon getting a little 1-2 with Maloto. Matt Sheldon, who we often say can play in the right back berth or the left back. Tonight he is at right back with Solomon Kawambe coming in at left back. There's Iagua, who will be doing that job that Kuic will be doing for Sporting KC. Suarez, good ball into the box, headed away. Da Costa couldn't get control of the football on the edge of the 18. And here is Fredlin Montpremier with a long ball over the top, and here's Sean Lewis in that orange kit, and the game will just take a few moments to settle down, Anna.
Yeah, both teams looking to find a rhythm. You know, Sporting KC coming off of an impressive 3-0 win against Oklahoma City, and FC Tulsa, as we mentioned, they're looking for a win tonight, facing some adversity in the loss against San Antonio, but the mentality this week has been strong in practice, and Incian's confident in his squad.
Dario Suarez just a little bit strong. There's a man down, and it's Camden Riley, the right back, who picks himself up and gets us underway again. Dario Suarez, a couple of goals this season and has played in the number 9 role, but he's playing out on the left wing tonight. Both formations really, Anna, I know it's very versatile in the modern game, but they're both a kind of a 4-1-4-1.
Right, both teams match up pretty well. You know, FC Tulsa, with the versatility of their players, they can adjust and really conform to whoever their opponent is. But, you know, Incian really emphasizes they focus on themselves. They want to utilize their players to the best of their ability, and they intend on doing that tonight and not, you know, completely conforming to how SKC plays.
Jake Davis there with a loose ball. Chris Ruska is your centre, ably assisted on the lines by Shane Kennard and Seth Barton. And the fourth official tonight is Jose Lara. Here's Kevin Garcia, who's been a fixture at the back with Bradley Bouchois at the centre of the defence. Good turn away by Da Costa. Shirt pull there from Kuic, and that could be an early, certainly talking to, Anna, and possibly an early yellow card for the shirt pull.
Right, and Da Costa does well there, using his body to feel the defender coming in and spinning off, and I think if he gets around, he's heading straight at that back line, so maybe a smart foul, but definitely worth a talking to from the referee early on.
Yeah, Mr. Ruska setting out his stall there, not producing a card. Garcia, here is the aforementioned Da Costa, so important to the FC Tulsa cause, the Brazilian. Ball swung to the right-hand side, headed forward. Here's Maloto. Good pressure, though, from this young Kansas City outfit. Here's Montpremier, former FC Tulsa man. Tries to take on the defender. No foul, says the referee. The ball goes back here to Sean Lewis. There is Montpremier. Scored 1 goal in a Tulsa shirt. It was a famous goal as well. It was a 7-goal thriller. It was 3-3. There was a break for the weather against San Antonio, and Montpremier scored the winner that night. 4-3 it was here at One Oak Field. Field has been turned around 90 degrees, bringing the fans closer to the action here. Good crowd in tonight, enjoying this one. Here's Maloto in behind the defence. Marlon as well, but that's good goalkeeping from Brooks Thompson. Had to be alert, Anna.
Thompson does well to come out and, be an authoritative figure in that box. Great runs in behind from FC Tulsa, though, an early look over the top to keep that SKC backline on their toes a bit.
It's a feature of the modern game, isn't it? It's pass, 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 but we're seeing that odd long ball over the top.
Right. I mean, both teams like to play quick, keep the ball on the ground, but then you want to keep those backlines on their toes and remind them that is an option and not let them get too comfortable.
Mike Ensian there, head coach of FC Tulsa. It's his team this year, and he's certainly got this season up and running. Just one defeat last Saturday. 2 draws here so far. 0-0 with San Antonio. And a thrilling 2-2 draw. Thrilling if you're a neutral. If you're an FC Tulsa fan, and indeed an Austin Bold fan, you're disappointed that you didn't go away with all 3 points that night. Kawambe. Suarez twisting and turning, keeping control of the ball. Bradley Bourgeois out to Sheldon. That's Sheldon infield here to Maloto, but dispossessed. Here's Maloto in the midfield. FC Tulsa season tickets are on sale now. Take advantage of the best ticket deal in the league at just $5, $10 or $15 a match. Visit fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808 to order today and not miss a moment of the action at One Oak Field this season. 0-0 then. We've played coming up to 6 minutes. Neither goalkeeper has been tested as yet. And it is Sporting KC2 that will build from the back with Riley. That ball is out. Montpremier couldn't keep it in. Suarez. Agua did well there to offload the ball, but Christian Duke picks it up. Duke again, the experienced man in the side, the oldest player at 29 years old. Sheldon's gone down, fouled by the oldest man in the team, Christian Duke. Just gives you an idea, Anna, doesn't it? Oldest man at 29, just how young this Sporting KC2 team is.
Right, they definitely don't have the veteran status that FC Tulsa might have, but as we mentioned, Harris, a lot of really great young players on this side that are looking to advance their career, so a lot to play for, and a bright future for this SKC2 team.
Keeper in trouble, and Suarez can have a tap in here, can he? Keeper's got back again. Well, he got himself in all sorts of trouble there, did Brooks Thompson, and Suarez was really breathing down, and Anna, FC Tulsa just could not force the ball home in the end.
No, Suarez will be disappointed, but great job for pouncing on that and making Thompson make a decision, and it definitely will be in the back of Thompson's head that those forwards are ready and looking for every opportunity to punch one in the back of the net.
0-0 it remains. Here's Rad, the centre back, and now he's giving it away. Here's Suarez now, trying to go round 2. Suarez onto his left foot, could get a shot on goal. Rad gets back, puts his thumb up as if to say an apology, and that's what you want Martinez doing if you're an FC Tulsa fan.
Right, Martinez with the ability to attack quickly and make that backline make a decision. Here we'll get another look at Thompson, maybe getting a little too comfortable back there. FC Tulsa does a great job to pounce on it, but a good opportunity for them to make Thompson aware that they have the ability to quickly pounce.
Yeah, the chance just goes begging there. Now there's going to be a break in play here, a moment when we're all stopping and reflecting and honouring lives. The 7-minute mark is honouring Jacob Blake, with the 8-minute 46 honouring the life of Mr. George Floyd. But players of both teams got together before the kickoff and felt that they should put the game of soccer aside. Many of them will be taking a knee as everybody seeks solutions. And it gives us a chance, Anna, to fully support what is going on around the centre circle there, to tell you about some of the ways, indeed, that FC Tulsa has already been fully involved in supporting the community and its fight to end racism.
Right, Dave. FC Tulsa has definitely played their role in, supporting the local community. NCN has been very involved with Juneteenth as well. He presented a custom Juneteenth number 19 state kit that will be displayed at the Tulsa Juneteenth office. And he also spoke at the rally here in Greenwood alongside keynote speaker Reverend Al Sharpton, as well as a virtual appearance from Russell Westbrook. So he's been very involved. And in addition to that, he also spent some time the Tulsa Dream Center, FC Tulsa, the front office staff, and 83 United volunteered at the Dream Center's grocery giveaway, which supplied the North Tulsa and Greater Tulsa community with backpacks full of school supplies, shoes, and meals. And Dave, they served over 4,000 meals, and over 600 cars came through, and it was just a great opportunity for them to stay involved.
Yeah, and right from the word go with this wonderful organisation, they've been fully aware of their community. Mike Ensign is from this district, the Greenwood district, and as the players come to their feet, it's just been a wonderful organisation. And there's Santos applauding, because just for a few moments, Anna, soccer takes the backseat, doesn't it?
Right, and as you mentioned, FC Tulsa, just the core of this organization, they love this community. They're behind their players and staff fully. A great moment of reflection for both sides. And as we set soccer aside for a moment this evening.
Back to the playing then. It's a corner to FC Tulsa, and there is the South African Maloto. So important to the FC Tulsa cause. It's been ever present this season. Coming up to the 11-minute mark. Of course, there will be some time added on at the end of this half. Into the near post, flicked away by the defender, and that will be a throw-in on the right-hand side for FC Tulsa. As I said, a good crowd in here. Plenty of families put their blankets down on the grassy banks over there on the far side behind the goal, and on behind the coaches, and of course socially distancing seating as well. We do think we're at somewhat of a sellout tonight for this first Saturday evening game. There's a shot from Maloto. It's a good couple of yards over in the end, but he showed with the goal against Austin Bold that Maloto, anywhere in and around the box, Anna, he's going to have a go at shot on frame.
Right, Maloto's dangerous as anywhere. I mean, whether he's passing, creating opportunities, or getting a quick shot, he's a dangerous threat no matter where he is on the field.
Cerner, left-footed ball down the side there. Good flick on there by Wilson Harris. But it's FC Tulsa back in possession. Mullen sticks a toe out there, gives it away. Kuich just tidies up as he often does. Now Montpremier, he's the go-to player. He's a quick player as well, and he's gone around the defender. Montpremier, good ball into the box, just where you want it if you're Wilson Harris, but he couldn't quite get anything on that one. Duke will keep that one in, and Sheldon will go down, but great play from Fredlin Montpremier.
Montpremier, he's proven early on that he's extremely dangerous on that right side, and SKC2 with the ability to use those wing backs in the attacking third, and something that FC Tulsa's defense will have to be mindful of as they enter into the attacking third SKC.
Yeah, it was a good ball. It's just what you want, sliding along that 6-yard line, but nobody could get on the end of it. Lewis gets us back underway. Garcia. Ball out to Solomon Kawambe, the 26-year-old, plays it infield to Iagua. And here's Bradley Bouchois, wearing 22, orange boots, playing at the back. Picks out Suarez, the Cuban. Low ball into the box, and there's Marlon in behind the defence. And he just didn't get enough on it, but it did come off the defender for a second FC Tulsa corner. Ball into the box there, and I think if Marlon had that one back, Hannah, does he get enough on this?
Yeah, we'll get another look at it. Great vision from the great attacking run, and he does well. It's tough. Thompson does a great job coming out and making himself big, but another good look from FC Tulsa.
Ball into the near post, and there's Garcia, and it just goes past the post. Garcia got a touch on it, so did the defender. Third corner for FC Tulsa. Garcia making a nuisance of himself in there. There is Garcia, number 15. He just didn't get enough to deflect it past the post. Short corner, Suarez. Da Costa into the box, headed away, and that will be a throw-in. Good pressure from the home side. A couple of corners and now a throw-in. And it's going to be the number 18, Solomon Kwambe, 6'2". Nigerian, signed in January this year. It's his 5th start of the season. His long throw coming in from the left. Loops into the box. And the referee spotted a push from DaCosta, and that will be a little bit of relief for this Sporting KC defence, Hannah.
Yeah, a couple of good attacking pieces of play from FC Tulsa, making SKC2 take a breath, and they're fortunate to get out of there without a goal. FC Tulsa knocking on the door.
Just to repeat, this is Group D versus Group E. It's Group E is a pretty tight group. Sporting KC with that 3-0 win over OKC. We'll come back to that in a minute, because here's Bradley Bourgeois, and that is a foul. Tulsa Spine and Rehab say goodbye to pain. Tulsa Spine and Rehab helps you get moving. Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, working together, streamlining care, delivering lasting pain relief. Tulsa Spine and Rehab.com, one stop to help you get moving. Tulsa Spine and Rehab.com. Garcia, low driving ball, headed away by Rad. Throwing on the far side for FC Tulsa again with Kwambe, who does like to get forward in this Mike Ensian look to the team. Martinez, who would dearly love a goal. Just one goal this season, a penalty in the 2-1 win down at Rio Grande. Here's Kwambe. Hits Kanda Riley there. Spins nicely though for Martinez, who plays that false 9 so well. Intertwines with DaCosta. Maloto happy to keep possession, bringing in Garcia now. Martinez under some pressure. Montpremier left foots the ball away. Sheldon will sweep up and tidy up and give it back to Lewis, who had another great game. Sean Lewis, in the unfortunate to be on the end of a 2-0 defeat. Garcia chipping the ball with his right foot down the left-hand side. Early ball into the box from Kwambe. Header towards goal from Marlon. Just a yard over. But Anna, some good building again from FC Tulsa, who like to build from the back, and they ended up with that header with the man in shot there, Marlon.
Yeah, good patient building. I mean, starting with Garcia with the vision to get it out to Kwambe. We'll get another look at it here. Kwambe does well on that left side to stay patient. Looks up, plays an excellent ball across. Marlon looking to find that ball in the back post, doesn't connect with it as well as he would like to, but great connecting piece of play for the FC Tulsa side.
Suarez. FC Tulsa doing well to get out of a tight corner there. Iagua. There's a bit of a foul there. Referee's letting an advantage go. Oh, good play from Martinez. Slipping the ball into DaCosta. But across comes the defender. And just for a moment, DaCosta looked, Anna, as though he was in behind the defence.
He did. He made a great run, but, from my perspective, Dave, I feel like Martinez could have been a little more selfish there. He looked like he might have had a good opportunity on goal, with DaCosta drawing that defender away with the run he was making. But good movement up top and promising play from FC Tulsa.
There's a foul in the central midfield by Iagua, who protests his innocence. Referee saying, let's just get on with the game. It's been a good game so far, both teams wanting to play. 0-0 it is, with 18 minutes plus gone. And here's Gaye Rav. Riley and Montpremier sharing passes down the right-hand side. It's given away. Maloto in some space, slipping the ball into Martinez. I say into Martinez, it was woefully overhit. Unusual from the South African there.
I will say, Dave, something I've noticed so far, this SK2 side, they're looking to play that quick ball up top and then play it underneath and start their attack from there. So something that FC Tulsa can, be mindful of and watch are those passes that might not be perfect. For example, right here, the ball that goes back, something to focus on and quickly counter and catch them off guard.
Here's Tyler Freeman. sprinting down the left-hand side, but it's stolen away by Marlon, who wins the throw-in. That's good play from Marlon Santos, the 25-year-old, born in Rio de Janeiro. Second season with FC Tulsa. Can play on either wing. Now into the box is Freeman. Freeman pulls it back, but Bouchoir will clear the ball. Kuich steps it up, and Cerna gets dispossessed. Kwambe tries to go the long way round Barbia. Christian Duke now. Freeman slowing things down. Duke. Sporting KC with the ball into the box, and there is a goal for Montpremier. It was a ball in from Cerna, and Montpremier just met that on the volley. Nothing Sean Lewis can do. 20 minutes gone. FC Tulsa 0, Sporting KC 2-1. And it's something really out of nothing almost.
Right, we'll get another look at it here. SKC has been really impressive on those wings of Montpellier with a clinical finish in that low and away. Nothing that Sean Lewis really can do. FC Tulsa, caught sleeping a little bit in the back, and SKC2 takes advantage and with a goal here in the first 20 minutes.
I mean, we talked, did we, just a few moments ago about the long ball over the top, coming in from the wing. I mean, that was just the perfect ball, wasn't it, too?
It really was. The technique, to hit that really perfectly, where Montpellier has the ability to watch that all the way into the back post one time.
Fred de Montpellier didn't celebrate out of respect, I think partly because he was an FC Tulsa player. But he scores the goal and he's looked dangerous. Christian Duke has given that away. Now, bit of space here. Dario Suarez. Is there an immediate reply for Mike Henson's men? He runs into Camden Riley. Referee saying there was no foul. Kawambe. Now here's Da Costa. Da Costa goes down, and the referee did say that that was a foul, and this is an opportunity. It is left of centre Anabefa, but it is only 20 yards out.
Right, great opportunity. And Dave, we've seen opportunities like this throughout the season. These set pieces are crucial. And if they can capitalize on this and put them right back in this game fairly quickly after the goal, that will completely change the dynamic of this game. So great opportunity for FC Tulsa.
Da Costa there, the number 16. Dario Suarez would dearly love to add to his goal tally. It will be a direct free kick. Suarez comes up, chips over the wall and just onto the top of the net. The closest FC Tulsa have come. 22 minutes. They trail by a goal to nil. But Anna, that man in shot there and that man in shot there, not needed to make a save, but Dario Suarez here with the replay.
Yeah, we'll get another look at it. Suarez does an excellent job. He's trying to bring that ball down, dipping it over the wall. Thompson, doesn't have to make a save there, but Suarez, making him think a little bit.
Yeah, it's a difficult skill, isn't it, to get it up and over the wall, especially when you're only 20 yards out. Brooks Thompson, his 5th start of the season. Only finds Sheldon, and that goes harmlessly away for Dylan Cerna, who will certainly be attributed with the assist for the goal. It was a brilliant ball in from the left-hand side. Harris trying to get on the end of that one. Bouchoir says, Mr. Lewis, that's yours. Lewis dives on the ball. Nothing he could do about the Montpellier volley, which separates the two sides here. Here's Garcia building yet another attack. Kawambe. Da Costa nearly threading that ball through, but Camden Riley saw it. Harris is trying to get on the end of this one. He hasn't really had a lot of luck, has he, with the ball into his feet, young Wilson Harris, so far in this game?
No, he hasn't. He's spent a lot of his time in the game with movement off the ball, making those runs behind the back line, but they haven't been able to connect as they normally have.
Now connections there to Dario Suarez. Suarez one step over onto his right foot, runs into trouble in the shape of Jake Davis, the 18-year-old. But if you're coach Paulo Nagamura, you must be very happy that even though as the ball comes into the box and the keeper catches, even though your Wilson Harris hasn't had the ball to feet, you're 1-0 up and you've got in behind the FC Tulsa defence. So you've got to be quite happy if you're the coach of Sporting KC2 here.
Right, he's surely pleased with his side. They've, they've come out strong early on, and this shows that Wilson Harris isn't their only option to score goals.
They're open. Now here's Suarez with an opportunity, running towards goal. He gets put down onto the grass and then bumped again by Camden Riley, who will get a yellow card. Riley, who's started all of the games this season. There he is, the man in shot, the right back from Dallas, Texas. He had one foul and then a second one, and the referee, Mr. Ruska, says that will be a yellow card. Here's the replay on it, Anna.
Yeah, we'll get another look. Suarez, he does a great job just putting his head down and driving at that back line, forcing Riley to make a decision.
Free kick then for FC Tulsa, just outside the left-hand side of the 18-yard box here. 4 white shirts in and around the 6-yard box. Here's Suarez coming up, striking it hard towards goal. Punched away by the keeper, and it'll be an FC Tulsa corner. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Here's the replay.
Suarez, he had a couple options. He chose to go for goal and force Thompson to make a save, and he has to make a great save. He could have pulled that back and given his team the option to head that in or redirect it, but good opportunity.
Ball into box. Garcia down, and a shot coming in from Da Costa. He gets underneath it and it finishes up on the grassy bank behind the goal, Anna Beffa.
Yeah, it popped up for him. Hard to bring that down, but a player of his caliber, he's going to want that one back.
Yeah, no save for Brooks Thompson to make there, but it was a fine save just before punching the ball away from the Suarez free kick. And FC Tulsa looking to come from behind here, behind from the Fredlin Montpremier volley on the 20-minute mark. But it's a pretty good open game. Here's Maloto underneath that one. Harris heads this one down to Christian Duke, and clash there which the referee deems in favour of Sporting KC. There's Iagua with the challenge, gets picked up by Freeman. It's a good game, Anna. It's entertaining. It's end to end, isn't it?
It definitely is. It's opened up a little bit. Both teams attacking minded, want to score the next goal, and that's creating opportunities and holes in the defense, which we're seeing some good attacking pieces of play from that.
Tackles flying in aplenty there. Montpremier was stopped in his tracks that time by Solomon Kwambe. They attack well down the wings, do Sporting KC. That's good play from Kwambe again. And then runs into trouble, gives it away to Freeman, to Wilson. Montpremier just behind him there. And FC Tulsa can settle down, playing from left to right on your screens in their white shirts. Thanks for your company here on My 41 locally. And of course on the ESPN Plus app. We're glad to have your company. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffa with you for all the FC Tulsa home games this season. Here's Tyler Freeman. Nutmegs. Maloto. Wilson shot, but easy save for Lewis, and he was driven out wide, too wide there really to trouble Sean Lewis, Anna.
Yeah, there's a glimpse of what Harris can do. He makes a great penetrating run behind that back line. He's a little too wide for
Here's Suarez in behind the defence, round the keeper! Oh, and off the line. Somehow kept out by the defender. It was Rad back there with the clearance, but still Tulsa come. Ball into the box, and again it's away. Marlon again. Was it a suspicion of handball? No, says the referee. Now here's a shot coming in. I think that may have hit a defender, did it? No, that will be a goal kick. Flurry of action, and FC Tulsa so close on goal, Anna.
Yeah, here it looks like we'll get another look at it. FC Tulsa does a great job going back down the other end to create a great goal-scoring opportunity. Excellent first touch. Great defending from SKC to get back and deny what would have been a goal for Dario Suarez.
Well, it just shows you as a defender you just cannot give up, and he certainly didn't. Really good work here from our camera operators as well. Brilliant work from our production team here at One Oak Field here Ball goes back to the keeper. FC Tulsa so close to bringing it back to 1-1, but alas, it stays 1-0 to the visitors. Throw-in on the far side. Solomon Kawambe with it. And that's what Suarez gives you, that ball over the top. He has played in the number 9 role this season. Did score a goal coming on as sub at St. Louis, and then got one of the 2 goals in the Austin Bold game to put FC Tulsa at the time 2-1 up. So he knows where the back of the net is, and he will drift in from that left-hand side. Great defending though, with the keeper beaten. Free kick to FC Tulsa, who've got 6 white shirts in and around the 18-yard box and a couple more waiting just outside. Maloto into the box. Oh, nearly a clash there with the keeper, and I think it was Bradley Bourgeois was in there. May have been Kawambe in the end, closest to that one. There he is, Kawambe up from left back. Good goalkeeping again, and really good pressure from the home side, Anna.
Yeah, Kawambe makes a great run across the face of the goal to force Thompson to make a decision. And you never know what's going to happen. A great ball in, a simple knock, and that could go in the back of the net.
Hydration break. The players will take, they don't need a drink tonight, do they? It's 84 degrees on kickoff. I mean, that's perfect for soccer, isn't it? But no, quite seriously, a chance for both coaches, as they do use this hydration break quite rightly to talk to their team. There is the home coach, Mike Ensian, having to come from a goal behind. But really, FC Tulsa have had numerous chances, really, to get back on level terms.
They have. They've showed promising signs of attacking play, and Mike Ensian just reassuring his team, just keep working, it will come. But they have to chase the game. They have to take those risks, and looking to capitalize in the final third and get that next goal before the end of the first half.
There's coach Paulo Nagamura. He's a retired Brazilian soccer player. He actually played for one of my favourite teams in England, that's Arsenal. He played in the youth and reserve sides around about 2004. He also played in the MLS with LA Galaxy. And he was assistant at Swoke Park Rangers, of course, the former name of Sporting KC. Head coach from 2018, 3rd season. He's done a very good job with some very young players, and a great development time for them with a good coach who's done a good job.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and he has a lot to work with. They have a lot of young players, a lot of players with the right mindset, very mature and looking to advance their career, and as we've seen tonight, those players have made a difference early on.
They have lost the last 2 away games, 4-1 at Louisville and 3-1 at St. Louis. But they have had a couple of wins on the road early on in the season, so they have got a record away from home of 2 wins and 4 defeats with just 1 tie. Played 9 games, 10 points. They are 4th out of 4 in Group E, but still with a chance to get in touching distance, 4 points behind 3rd place St. Louis. And St. Louis are playing Louisville tonight. Ball over the top. Good tackle coming in from Garcia. Not only does he win the ball, but he gets up with the ball. And then he did all that hard work, and poor old Kawambe put it too much for him. But good play from Garcia, the 29-year-old. Born in Queens, New York. Played every minute of the 7 games. And formed a pretty good partnership with Bradley Bourgeois at the heart of Mike Ensian's defence. Important to the cause, Anna, Garcia.
Definitely, and that trio with Sean Lewis, Garcia, Bourgeois, they've proven all season long that they're very tough to break down. The chemistry between those 3 just helps solidify the core of this FC Tulsa squad.
Well, Premier, I think, has won a corner. Yes, he has. He was just about to complain to the assistant, but assistant was right there. There's Kawambe, who's got his hands full tonight, hasn't he, with Montpremier. He's a pretty tricky customer, isn't he?
Yeah, Montpremier causing all sorts of problems on that wing, but Kawambe is up for the challenge. He's proven he has the ability to contain him, and he also has the ability, as you mentioned, to get forward, which is a threat that FC Tulsa will use as an outlet.
Dylan Cerner, the 2nd oldest player on the team, 26 years old, takes the corner, goes short. Ball into the box. That'll be easy for Lewis, who takes that one and looks immediately to get Tulsa away. The 2 Brazilians were sprinting down the field then, Marlon and Da Costa, but Lewis decides that they'll take it easy and give it to Garcia, who picks out Kawambe. 34 minutes gone. 1-0 to Sporting KC2. Garcia, Maloto, Kawambe up to halfway, chips the ball over the top, looking for Da Costa. Good defending again by this young visiting side. Maloto heads it down. Now there's a bit of an overlap here for Matt Sheldon, who can go on the outside for Marlon. Defender comes in, no foul. Sheldon into the box, 2 defenders get that one away, and in fact in the end it's Barbier, who we've not really talked about much. Barbier, wearing 33, the 6'3", tallest member of the team, back there, but clearing his lines. But again, Tulsa building well there, and an overlap for Sheldon there, Anna.
Yeah, Sheldon makes a great overlapping run, getting from his position out wide and attacking forward, and Barbier forced to make a decision. He's been pretty quiet, but comes up with a big defensive play for SKC2.
5th corner of the half for Da Costa to swing with his left foot. Keeper comes out, ball loose in the area. Montpremier lucky to come away with this one. Keeper just got a hand on that one. Long ball from Montpremier. Sheldon there sweeping up, does well. Martinez, right-footed long ball, headed away and settled down by the visitors here, who still lead by that goal to 0. Camden Riley up to Montpremier. Slightly late challenge, which the referee is deeming, I think, a yellow card for Kawambe, who we said with Montpremier, who is going to shake hands with. Say again, he's got his hands full, isn't he, Anna? Montpremier's he's quick, he's strong, and he's got the goal.
Yeah, Montpremier, and he's gotten past the defense a couple of times with those quick feet and his acceleration past the defense. Kawambe comes in late, reckless challenge, forced to make a decision, and it's been difficult to contain Montpremier.
Barbier just picking out Cerner there. Christian Duke bringing in Camden Riley. Sporting KC here, happy to knock the ball around. Wear what the players wear. Rep your favourite soccer team by visiting the FC Tulsa online shop today. Get your 2020 City or State kit, FC Tulsa scarves, t-shirts, face masks and more. Visit fctulsa.com and click on the shop tab to browse all FC Tulsa gear. Crowd just enjoying this one, but from the home perspective, Anna would just love to see the chances and the pressure converted into a goal, obviously.
For sure, Dave. And this crowd, I mean, they're standing up, they're enjoying it. They have confidence in this FC Tulsa side. They've seen some great goals scored so far. I've seen 2 draws at home and looking for a win, but they have a standard just like this FC Tulsa squad.
Ball into the box just to cut in there because Marlon's ball was in, and you can finish your point.
No, I mean, just here's a testament to what we're talking about. They've had great opportunities and they've created chances, so this FC Tulsa fan base is excited and confident in their team that they'll find it the back of the net soon. Ball
is just loose for a moment. Marlon, bit of trickery. Now it comes back, wild effort in the end from Iagua, and that will be harmlessly away for a goal kick. There is Iagua, who's sitting in front of the back 4 tonight, the 22-year-old. Kuich just got underneath that one. Christian Duke inadvertently heading that back, but it worked out for his team. Rad, and that's an easy goal. Rad's ball back was not enough on it, and there's Ariel Martinez, who will steal in and get the equaliser with 38.5 minutes gone here at One Oak Field. It is now FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 1. The fireworks go off, and Ariel Martinez gets his 2nd of the season. Here it is, Anna.
Yeah, we'll get another Ariel Martinez. Just the awareness, he's anticipating that ball. That's what makes him such a high caliber player. He's waiting for the opportunity to jump on that, and he does so. FC Tulsa with their next goal.
Well, you always feel sorry for a defender, because when Carve knew that he didn't get enough on that, and he was the lad that cleared the ball off the line earlier on, it just shows what a cruel game it can be. But here comes Sporting KC again. Marlon gets the tackle in. That'll be a corner, and that will make everybody, from an FC Tulsa point of view, Mike Ensian, of course, included, as the smoke and the fireworks go off here, a whole lot better, Anna.
Definitely a whole lot better. And you know, Dave, FC Tulsa in the past few games, they've given up goals in these last few minutes leading into the second half. So to swap it and get that goal right as we're heading into the second half, it changes the momentum of this game and gives them that extra lift that they need heading into halftime.
Kuich has run out of field there. That's going to be out for a goal kick. It was the short corner from Tyler Freeman, but Kuich didn't get that one. The lad in shot there from Zagreb, Croatia, signed from Dynamo Zagreb second team. Dynamo Zagreb, a very famous team from Croatia. Lots of success and history. And he sits in front of the back four in the 4-1-4-1 formation for Paulo Nagamura. Lewis then with the goal kick. We've got 5 minutes till the 45. There'll be a good few minutes added on. Here's Marlon. Does well in the air, Marlon. Cleared away by Riley. Headed, chested down, excuse me, by Sheldon. Iagua. Iagua again has been dispossessed by Fredlin Montpremier. Two players clash. Ball threaded through, looking for Harris. Down goes Sean Lewis, and I think he may need to kick this one out. Fredlin Montpremier is saying to the referee he felt he was taken out. Da Costa is pleading his innocence. I think it was a clash off the ball. Anna, I don't know what you saw of that.
Yeah, it was tough to see specifically how that started, but Montpremier, you know, physical player, very quick. This FC Tulsa side working to make sure he doesn't penetrate this back line. Da Costa coming in looked like an equal clash. We'll see what the referee has to say about it.
I do like a referee that communicates with his players, and you could quite clearly see there Chris Ruska there talking to Christian Duke, the captain from Sporting KC. He decides that he will just drop the ball to Lewis and on we go, and I like that. I think it's sensible refereeing. If there's no foul to give but clearly something happened, you've got to find a way of restarting the game fairly.
Right, I like it too. I mean, as a player, it's nice to know that your referee is receptive to what you're saying and at least understanding where they're coming from.
Download the official FC Tulsa app today. Use it to access your FC Tulsa tickets. Keep up to date with the latest FC Tulsa news and scores. Get ticket and merch deals and more. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store today to download the official FC Tulsa app. Dario Suarez wants another one before half-time, but he's given that one away. Now here's Tyler Freeman running down the left-hand side here at One Oak Field. Goes round the defender Sheldon. Tyler Freeman now trying to get control of the ball here. Does, holds up the ball. Cerna. Davis brings in Montpremier. Montpremier across towards the penalty spot. Duke, Cerna, right-footed shot, comes off a defender, loops easily into the grateful arms of Sean Lewis. But they're a side that quickly gets forward and builds.
Definitely, FC Tulsa does a great job there compacting the defense and making it difficult for SKC2 to penetrate. They were trying to be patient, play the ball around the box, but in the end, Sean Lewis is thankful that that's easily into his gloves. FC
Tulsa will be back here. Anna and I will be here on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. kickoff, where they will be entertaining Rio Grande Valley, who prop up the Group D table. Without a win this season, they went down by 3-1 to San Antonio, who lead the way in Group D. If FC Tulsa were to get 3 points tonight, they would definitely go into second, with Austin Bold playing down the road at Taft Stadium tomorrow. Keeper almost giving another one away to Martinez. They're playing a bit of a dangerous game back there, Anna.
Yeah, they are. Thompson pretty confident with his feet, but he's been stripped a couple of times tonight.
something that FC Tulsa will be, I'm sure, talking about at half-time. Put pressure on this young defence, who are very happy to play it around at the back. Here's Garcia. Sliding challenge coming in, did enough to put Garcia off there. Here's Christian Duke. Kuich bringing in Barbia. Barbia, left-footed ball, that's going to be sliced out, and Barbia will make his run back to the centre-back berth. And there is Sean Lewis. He's been beaten once tonight. He's only allowed 8 goals this season, and this is his 8th game. And he doesn't want to give up that position. Got to feel sorry for the likes of Brian Byers, haven't you, who's waiting in the wing. It's always difficult for goalkeepers, Anna, isn't it, when somebody's doing so well and you're the second choice goalkeeper.
Right, Sean Lewis, he's proven he's going to be really tough to beat. He's one of the best keepers in the USL for sure. Certainly has.
There's Marlon Santos. Had a pretty good first half for me down the right-hand side. He's lively. He's winning balls in the air. There's Maloto. We're playing time added on, 5 minutes to be precise. Is there a chance for FC Tulsa to go into the locker room ahead? 1-1 it is at the moment. Maloto and Acosta over the ball here. Everybody back on the 18-yard line, apart from the 2 in the wall for Sporting KC2s here. Maloto, good ball into the box. Out comes the keeper. Collects well, though, on his 6-yard line. And brings in Dylan Cerner. Sliding challenge from Marlon. And then Cerner gets up and wins it back. Cerner felt he was fouled, but the referee said it was a good, clean, old-fashioned challenge, Anna.
Yeah, referee had a good position on that play, and Marlon does well to work backtracking and defending.
A lunge in from Iagua on Freeman, and that will be a free kick. 3.5 minutes left of the 5. And a chance for Sporting KC to get this ball somewhere near Sean Lewis's goal. Although they have only got 2 players really in the front line against the Tulsa 4. They go back to Barbia, Kuich, Rad, who gave away really the equaliser with the short back pass, and that goes through to Lewis. Beautiful night here at One Oak. It's not too warm. I mean, it's certainly not cold, but it's quite nice for the players, isn't it, to be playing in this kind of temperature?
Yeah, it is. It's really, you couldn't ask for better, in my opinion.
Bourgeois just swinging the ball over to Garcia, returns the favour.
I want to point out FC Tulsa, you know, they like to build out of the back there. They're very comfortable with Bourgeois and Garcia, and we saw Harris a moment ago pushing a little higher when Sean Lewis has the ball. They don't want to make it as easy for them to play out of the back, and they've caught on to FC Tulsa's ability to play out of the back. So it'll be interesting to see in the second half how, you know, both teams adjust as they've learned each other's side.
Yeah, wonderful movement here to pick out your point, and then just miscontrol from Matt Sheldon, but immediately he wins it back. Now here's Maloto. Marlon inside the box. Marlon on shot, on goal, and it just goes wide of the target. But really good play from Maloto to bring in Marlon Santos, your man in shot there, Anna.
Yeah, Maloto with great vision. And, you know, Marlon, the ball doesn't go where he wants it to, but great opportunity, even if he misses wide. DaCosta's on that backside with the ability to tap that in if he's a little bit closer. But great movement again. Santos, dangerous ball. FC Tulsa doesn't have as many players in the 18 as they would have liked, but DaCosta in a good position, and on another day that might be 1-2 finish.
Yeah, just over a minute to go, 1-1 the score. I think both coaches will be pleased to get their players in, have a little sit down and a chat on what's going well and what needs to be improved. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Solomon Kawambe. Garcia. Down goes Rodrigo da Costa. No foul, says the referee. He was right there. Kawambe. Given away. Kuich, who likes to tidy up there. Here's Montpremier just having a run round 3. Goes down. Still we go on. And then a tackle coming in from Marlon Santos, who not only is very good going forward, but he's also doing his bit for the cause at the back, Anna.
Yeah, he definitely is. And, you know, want to circle back to Montpremier causing so many problems for this FC Tulsa backline. And he's starting to understand if he can draw those defenders in, it creates opportunities for his wingers as SKC2 continues on in this attack.
Ball played back here. Davis will play that one into the box. It's going to go away for a goal kick. And that really is the 5 minutes up. And the referee says indeed we'll have enough of the first half here. And it ends 1-1. Montpremier with the goal on 20 minutes. The equaliser, a tap in for the grateful Ariel Martinez, the 34-year-old. There's Bradley Bouchois with a wry smile and says it's okay. We'll have a little sit down here, Anna. And it's just about right, I think. On balance of play, there's Martinez who got the equaliser with the tap in, but Mike Ensign, a lot for him to think about, Anna.
Yeah, I think Ensign, you know, going into halftime, a key point for FC Tulsa to contain SKC2 wide, but they've had good opportunities, and you saw it with Martinez. It's so important to be switched on, even if things aren't going your way, whether it's, you know, passing, finding those through balls or that final ball. Martinez, with the experience he has, to stay switched on, and a goal's a goal, and FC Tulsa right back in this game, even as we head into halftime. Even, as you say, as we go to halftime. All to play for in the second. We'll be back with a halftime show and much, much more here from One Oak Field. Halftime then, FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2's 1.
Just a reminder about all the incredible savings we have at our Hahn Appliance outlet. We're at 41st and Memorial and open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we've got new product coming in every week. Come see us this weekend to look through hundreds of closeout, scratch and dent, and floor model displays, all discounted at 30, 40, even at 50% off. Now, these great deals go quick, so come see us this weekend to save big on a small scratch or dent. Hahn Appliance Outlet at 41st and Memorial. Put us to the test.
Banjo.
I found you.
Go home.
So
Banjo. Sorry, it won't happen again.
On an endless road.
Come on, let's go home.
Oh, I found you.
After 10 years, we've covered a lot of miles. Good thing I got a Subaru.
Love is out there. Find it in a Subaru Crosstrek.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
If this is your life, make it your career. Oklahoma Technical College can help you turn what you love into a lifetime career in less than a year. Oklahoma Technical College teaches 5 of Oklahoma's top 100 most critical careers, including electrical, diesel, automotive, welding, and HVAC. Oklahoma needs more skilled workers just like you in these fields. As a nonprofit private career college, you'll know OTC is the right choice to take your career to the next level. Learn more at oklahomatechnicalcollege.com. Oklahoma Technical College. 1-year college, lifetime career.
Wednesday, FC Tulsa is looking to bring down the bull by the horns as they take on the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at One Oak Field. Tickets start at just $8. Get yours at fctulsa.com. Come out for the only live sports happening in town. FC Tulsa is pro soccer for Tulsa.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
charge now, and the Rowdies attacking, shooting, and scoring! What a goal!
Smith able to get forward. The one-time cross into the area, cleared away. Palmer keeps this one live. He's going to have a go, and he scores! Great goal from Palmer. It is 2-1 for Orange County Soccer Club.
Good for Wole, use his body. One time to Mo! What a strike! Something from nothing.
Never seems to put a foot wrong. Here's the Guru. Looping ball into the box. Bouchard will head it back. Oh, and it's a beautiful goal from Suarez.
Played forward. Davis tried to slip it through. Does so to Sierakowski. Sierakowski with the chip! And the goal!
Here's a sizzling deal. Get a large one-topping Mazzio's Price Buster pizza for just $7.99. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Either way, you'll get the same great taste at a great low price. Mazzio's. Get ready for great.
Last year, Belfour did 114,000 different jobs around the world. We've been to floods, fires, tornado sites, earthquakes, where people have lost everything. Yes, your homes can be rebuilt, and yes, your businesses will be rebuilt, but most importantly, your lives will be rebuilt. There's nothing that we cannot fix, and we believe that.
It's our pictures.
To me, that's Belfour. At Belfour, we're restoring more than property.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Just a blur when they jumped the median. There was nothing I could do. She's safe because of our first Outback, and our new one's even safer.
Welcome to the all-new Subaru Outback, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, the highest level of safety you can earn.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
Wednesday, FC Tulsa is looking to bring down the bull by the horns as they take on the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at One Oak Field. Tickets start at just $8. Get yours at FCTulsa.com. Come out for the only live sports happening in town. FC Tulsa is pro soccer for Tulsa.
So much variety for such a low price. Mazzio's 24-item salad bar with crisp, fresh greens, veggies, and toppings is now only $5.99. Create your own, just the way you like it at Mazzio's. Get ready for great.
Welcome back in, 1-1. You can see from the score there, Fredlin Montpremier's 20th minute goal for Sporting KC2, equalised by Ariel Martinez with a tap in, 1-1. And Anna, here's some match stats. Obviously, we know the score 1-1, but look at the shots. 13 for the home side, only 3 to the away side. Tells a little bit of a story.
Right, FC Tulsa, they've had great opportunities in the attack, but as we see here, 3 shots on target out of 13 shots. So I think a focus for them in the second half is going to be a little more intentional with their shots, testing Thompson a bit more and forcing him to make a save.
Yeah, 56 possession to 44. It's been pretty even game, and they are no slouches, are this young team from Kansas City. They have really hit FC Tulsa on the break. Here's some scores from around the nation. St. Louis 0, Louisville City FC 1. That's significant for the visitors tonight because that is a Group E match. And then Loudoun United 2, New York Red Bulls 3. And then Colorado Springs Switchbacks at half-time, 0-0 with New Mexico United. New Mexico going really well, and Colorado Springs will finish out the season, the regular season, for FC Tulsa here at One Oak. And then Charlotte Independence 1, Birmingham Legion FC 4 is a full-time score. Good win there for Birmingham Legion. Let's have a look at the story, some of the highlights of the first half, Anna. And it got underway pretty early with FC Tulsa knocking on the door.
Yeah, FC Tulsa doing a great job finding those balls over the top and challenging SKC2 in their defense. Thompson with his awareness to come out and limit possibilities.
Yeah, ball back here was a story of what might come later on. Suarez sliding in there, and in the end, good goalkeeping, just about scrambling that one. He has 3 bites at the cherry, does Brooks Thompson, but as we'll see later on, they did have their comeuppance at the back. Here's Garcia building another one, though.
Right, Kawambe doing a great job on that left side. He's proven that he has the ability to get up and down that line pretty quick, delivers an excellent ball. Marlon working to find that header in the back post, doesn't connect with it as well as he would like, but another good look for FC Tulsa.
It was always a threat, though, with Fred Limon Premier. This was just a beautiful ball in, and what about that for a finish from the former FC Tulsa man?
Serna, was just an excellent ball, finding that back post. Driven, nothing really Sean Lewis can do. Montpremier with just a clinical finish, watches it all the way in low and back post.
Yeah, 1-0 that was after only 20 minutes, and there is Fred Limon Premier, as I said, the former FC Tulsa man. Then there was a good ball in, free kick there, and a good punch save there, Anna.
Yeah, Suarez with an excellent strike on goal. Thompson forces Thompson to make a save, and FC Tulsa has had some opportunities on dead balls, and I think they'll look in the second half to capitalize more on those.
Suarez again in behind the defence here, looked like a tap in, and that was a brilliant piece of defending from Kaveh Rad there. But then later on in the game, he was the unfortunate one, as we'll see right now.
Yeah, unfortunate. Tries to play the ball back. Martinez showing his veteran status with the awareness to anticipate that ball, just hoping that he might misplay that, and Martinez with a tap-in.
Yeah, Martinez will be pleased. He only had one from the spot this season. He gets his second goal of the season, and that brings us to the halftime score here in downtown Tulsa at One Oak Field, 1-1. Let's have a look at the standings now, and here is Sporting KC, obviously 2 playing here, 9 games, 10 points, and they could dearly do with something out of this. Louisville City currently beating St. Louis by 1-0. That league is pretty tight, but they'll want something out of this game, Anna Beffa.
Yeah, they'll definitely want some points out of this game, and we talked off air, Dave. SKC2 has the opportunity to wreak some havoc in our standings as well with they play Austin Bold FC later in the season, so SKC2 still somewhat connected to our group, and an important game for them tonight.
Let's have a look at the Group D standings, which involve the home side FC Tulsa. San Antonio played 10, 24 points. They got another win last night, 3-1 Rio Grande, who are propping up the table. OKC Energy will play Austin Bold down the turnpike tomorrow. FC Tulsa there in third. They will want the 3 points, Anna, to go away from tonight, knowing for sure that at least for tonight they can be in that playoff place.
Right, it will be a battle to the end for these Group D teams. FC Tulsa and Austin Bold FC neck and neck. FC Tulsa with the opportunity to go to Austin Bold FC and play them twice. So that will be a significant stretch of games for FC Tulsa as we head into these next few weeks.
Well, it's all to play for in this second half. Both teams for different reasons wanting some points. Half time here, FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2, 1.
Wednesday, FC Tulsa is looking to bring down the bull by the horns as they take on the Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at One Oak Field. Tickets start at just $8. Get yours at FCTulsa.com. Come out for the only live sports happening in town. FC Tulsa is pro soccer for Tulsa.
Dr. Jason Griffin of Tulsa Bone & Joint is proud to serve as the team physician for FC Tulsa. Since 2018, Dr. Griffin has provided his medical expertise both on the field and in the clinic to FC Tulsa players. Tulsa Bone & Joint is proud to be the official orthopedic care provider for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone & Joint, moving life forward.
As you can see, both teams are out for the second half. We can't wait to get going here in downtown Tulsa because it is all to play for. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffa with you. And Anna would be a brave person to actually predict the outcome of this game. I mean, it really could. All 3 results evidently possible.
It really is. SKC2 with 2 shots on goal. FC Tulsa with 3 shots on goal. Very even. Both teams. The game has opened up a bit. Both teams want to play in the attacking third, very attacking-minded teams, so it'll be fun to watch as the second half develops.
If you're Mike Ensign, would you take a point at the end of the night, or do you say this is 3 points a must?
For Mike Incian, you know, he has to be pleased that his team has come back down from 1, tying it up right before half. In my opinion, I think he's going to go for it. This has to be a turning point for FC Tulsa. They need to regain that momentum after the loss against San Antonio. So as the game progresses, they're going for the win.
1-1 it is. There's the select ball already with goal scorer Ariel Martinez, who had a simple tap in. And the referee will get us underway. Beautiful shot there of FC Tulsa's home ground here, with a great crowd in for this first weekend evening game of the season. And Martinez does get us underway. The fireworks go off. It's 1-1. It's all to play for, and the ball's driven out to Marlon on the right-hand side. He immediately nods it down, but it's played away by Barbia, and it will be a throw-in to FC Tulsa. Noticeable to me that Matt Sheldon has now gone to left back, no doubt to look after the threat of Montpremier, and Kawambe Anabef has gone to right back.
Right, we've talked about, you know, both players have the ability to play on either side, so Mike Incian loves to have the option to do that. Sheldon, player to watch tonight, his consistency, he's very mature in his play and will work to contain Montpremier.
Yeah, and he loves a challenge, does Matt Sheldon. He always plays with a smile on his face. He's a live wire at training, and he will love that challenge against Montpremier, I'm sure, tonight. Here is Kawambe. Now Maloto. Kawambe trying to share a little 1-2, just underdone by Marlon there. Good play from Wilson Harris, who's had a relatively quiet game. Hasn't really had much of an opportunity on goal. One shot where he was driven wide in the first half, but FC Tulsa have kept him pretty quiet. Would have talked about him, I'm sure. Did score a penalty in the pre-season friendly, which the visitors won by 2-1 across town at Titan Sports Complex here in Tulsa. Here's Marlon. Seems an age ago now. Marlon going around the defender. Good ball into the box. Here's Martinez knocking off. Shot from Suarez. Beautifully worked by FC Tulsa, but in the end, it was a fairly easy save for Brooks Thompson.
And I think we're going to need to see more creativity, as we just saw there from Marlon. A great piece of skill to lift that ball over the defender's foot and play in a dangerous ball that, you know, forces SKC2 to make a decision, and Suarez with a shot on goal, looking to find the back of the net, but another really promising attack from FC Tulsa.
FC Tulsa's next home match is this Wednesday against RGVFC. Don't miss a moment of the action at One Oak Field this season. Get your tickets today. Visit fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808 to get yours today. Foul against Dario Suarez, and it will be Barbia who can take this free kick quickly and bring in Kuich. Cerna. Step in from Maloto, wins it back for the men in all white tonight, playing from right to left on your screens. That's FC Tulsa. Thank you for your company here on My Tulsa 41. And of course on the ESPN Plus. We're glad to have you here. Welcome aboard wherever you're watching this game. And I should say a mention for our friends in England from Wigan FC, and we'll tell you more about that as the ball is played forward. Looping ball from Kawambe is cut out easily. Bourgeois gets some kind of a foot in. Here's Montpremier. Early ball into the box, and Garcia read that extremely well. That's good defending from the veteran defender. Marlon leaps again, keeps the ball in, and that will go to Bradley Bourgeois. Lewis happy to play it out from the back. Here's Garcia, finds Suarez. Riley for company, but that's a good spin and turn from Suarez. Good play from him. Brings in Sheldon. Sheldon, good clip ball to the far post. Good sweeping move involving Suarez first of all, Anna, and then a beautiful ball in from Matt Sheldon.
Yeah, really, textbook play from FC Tulsa. Obviously, the only thing they're missing is that final runner in the box. So Sheldon, we've talked about his ability to run up and down the wings and deliver in dangerous balls, and you see a great example of it right there.
Corner then. There's Maloto in shot. Right-footed ball back towards the penalty spot. Garcia's underneath it. Ball loose just for a minute. Whacked away by Rad. Everybody was back in a blue shirt for Sporting KC2. Sheldon, long ball over the top, looking for Da Costa, headed away by Barbia. Marlon. Bourgeois up there. Bourgeois could curl one towards goal, and that one is out. And FC Tulsa with some good play there. But just going back to my point about Wigan Athletic, it was the appeal was put out there that FC Tulsa wanted a championship club in England. That's the league just below the Premiership. And ball into Martinez. Good switch from Martinez. Da Costa can't get it out from under his feet. Maloto's ball into the box is headed away by Kiewicz, and it will be a corner. And it was Wigan Athletic that came knocking on the door, and good connections. And we welcome you from England. It's very early in the morning for you, 2:15 in the morning. Here's the replay, Anna, with Tulsa knocking on the door here.
Yeah, Martinez does a great job. Da Costa looking to keep that ball alive. Dangerous ball in from Maloto, and Kiewicz does a great job to be aware of where he is on the field and go ahead and head that ball into safety.
Ball cleared away again by Cerner. Sean Lewis. Plenty of room. Sheldon. Suarez is underneath this. Good interception there from Camden Riley. Lewis was under some pressure there from Wilson Harris, who was doing really what to the keeper, what FC Tulsa were doing to Brooks Thompson in the first half. Bradley Bourgeois in possession here, somewhat of a local favourite. Went to the local University of Tulsa for all 4 years, played every single game. Back in 2012 to 2016. Here's Maloto trying to come forward. Referee will say that he went into the back of Christian Duke there. I like the way that both teams are not standing on any kind of ceremony, not rolling around on the floor, and they're just getting on with the game, and it's good to see.
No, both teams here to play. We've seen really a pretty clean game. The referee's done a great job keeping it under control, but nothing dirty or malicious. Good performance from both sides.
Suarez with Riley for company. He's very, very strong, is Suarez, and there he is with the ball again. Chips the ball over the top, looking for Ariel Martinez. Out comes keeper Brooks Thompson. Have to keep his eye on the ball there. And again, they play out from the back. Here's Riley. Montpremier, first time ball given away. Iagua. Maloto. Good ball through to Da Costa, and again they're trying to get in behind the defence. A little bit of a look to the sky there from Javier Rad, playing centre back, because he knows they're under pressure in this second half, Anna.
Yeah, I mean, Maloto, the ability he has to thread those through balls, we've seen it all season, and a great example of it there, continuing to cause problems for this back line. Remains 1-1. Here's Tyler Freeman. Good ball in field here. Sliding challenge coming in. It's Marlon, who works so hard up and down the right-hand side. We'll just see it here. Good work from Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon, he's been up and down the pitch all night, and he's done a great job working back and giving 110%, whether it's offensively or defensively.
The corner will be taken by the man in shot there, and that's Tyler Freeman, the Sporting KC loanee, his third start of the season. To the far post, it's over everybody. It's overcooked that one a little bit, and that's going to be a throw-in for Matt Sheldon. Plenty of families in tonight on this beautiful Saturday night here. Watching a very good game of soccer. 1-1 it remains. Both goals in the first half. Riley. Garcia steps in, gives it away to Kuich. Duke. Garcia heads it away. Davis steps in. And hooked clearance by Marlon, who's just got bundles of energy helping out again. Here's Christian Duke again. Step over. Low ball into the box, and it's a great second goal. And it's that man, Wilson Harris. There he is. It was a beautiful ball into the box. And Wilson Harris's 5th of the season gives Sporting KC2's the lead here. It's FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC2 2.
SKC put together a really just an excellent team goal. The awareness from Freeman to let that ball roll through his legs, and Harris awaiting patiently for the ball across the box, and does what he's done best all season and finds the back of the net.
That was a brilliant ball in, but a quality finish from the number 96 there, Wilson Harris. Still had a lot of work to do. And they take a drink and a break, and that man in shot, well, that's his. He got a brace against OKC in the 3-0 win a week ago, and here he's got one at One Oak Field, and everybody's gone a little bit quiet now, and FC Tulsa have to come from behind.
FC Tulsa, they've been here before. Ncian talked about the adversity they've faced this season, and we saw it in the first half, going down a goal, finding it within themselves to keep their heads up and get that next goal. And there's still a lot of time left, so they definitely have the opportunity to
Here's Maloto with a shot, hits the defender, belted away by Kuich. They certainly do have a lot of time, as you say, and at 2-1. Throwing on the far side. Now here's Marlon, trying to thread that ball through again, cut out by the defence. Bourgeois, Garcia. Suarez, good turn again. Wrong foot's the central midfielder there. Maloto. Look to bring in Marlon, brings in Kwambe. Maloto back to Kwambe. Here's Maloto inside the box, pulls it back, and there is Barbia to clear the danger. Low ball in from Marlon again. Barbia sticks out his left foot, and away it goes. Whole body cryotherapy, whether you're a CrossFitter or a carpooler, Cryo Tulsa's healing power benefits you 6 ways. Learn more and schedule a $20 trial session now at cryotulsa.com. Throw in for FC Tulsa. There's Bourgeois finding Garcia. And that one is out, says the assistant. That's Sheldon not able to keep that one in. Throw in for Camden Riley there in your shot, with his side leading by 2-1. And this young team, full of energy. 1-0 up inside 20 minutes. Were pegged back 1-1 by Aro Martinez, and now they have the lead with that man Wilson Harris, the top goal scorer of the season, now on 5. Rodrigo da Costa to Sheldon. Da Costa brings in Sheldon. Sheldon now in behind Riley, taking it too far, and across comes Rad to clear the danger. But Matt Sheldon's had a little bit of success coming forward down this left-hand side, Annabetha.
Yeah, he has had success, and he's delivered some really dangerous balls, and they're going to have to continue to do that. FC Tulsa, being down a goal, will have to take some risks and push more of their players forward.
Here's Sheldon. Right-footed ball low into the box, headed away by Rad, who will no doubt be pleased that although giving away the equaliser, his side are now leading by 2-1. Long ball in here, Suarez, a cross goal, and it nearly reached Da Costa. And Riley will complete the clearance, but that was inches away from Da Costa having a tap in, Anna.
Da Costa was in a great position, but great defending from Riley. His awareness to drop back in and limit that ball across the box.
Toby Uzo, Christian Altamirano both on Udo and Kieran Winters on the bench. A word for Kieran Winters, the first time he's made the 18, and he is a former Sporting KC Academy player in the 18 today. Congratulations to him. But those are the attacking options. Callum Chapman-Page is a central defender, and Zaguru a defender. So plenty of options for Coach Ensian. And that ball is slightly overhit by Iagua. And I think patience is the key here, Anna.
Definitely, you see Iagua there a little frustrated with himself, overhits that, but FC Tulsa, they've had success throughout the season when they're comfortable, they take a breath, playing the ball on the ground, finding those combination plays, and that's going to be important as we close out the last 30 minutes of this game. They have to get that next goal, but they also need to stick to what they know and see where they've had success this season.
Ball out, throw in right on halfway for FC Tulsa. Kevin Garcia. Bradley Bourgeois in plenty of space, can come forward towards halfway. Barbia cuts it out. Da Costa, Martinez, Suarez. And this is a free kick, which I'm sure FC Tulsa will fancy this one. It's just slightly left of centre, Anna.
Yeah, this is another good chance for FC Tulsa. Earlier in the first half, they've had opportunities with these dead balls and free kicks, and they've gotten pretty close, but you know, at halftime I wouldn't be surprised if Ensian really emphasized these are moments that can change games, so to take these seriously and put a good opportunity on frame.
Free kick then. Will it be another Suarez? He had one like this in the first half. Up he comes. And by his own standards, that one is a good few yards over. Here's the Tulsa bone and joint injury report. None listed for FC Tulsa. Will Little, the midfielder for the visitors, is on the injury report. That report brought to you by Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward. Goal kick, it is to Brooks Thompson then. His side leading by 2-1. Ball loose inside the centre circle. And the referee said there was a foul, and it will be a free kick. Here is the centre referee, Chris Rusko, and I like to praise referees whenever I can, and I think he's done a good job tonight. Kept control of a game, but helped out by the players, and I think, you know, both sets of players, we say again, have wanted to play. Now, just for a moment there, Bourgeois was on his heels, but he got back well. Barbia's under this with Marlon. Kawambe. Loose ball infield, easily picked up here by Rad. Riley. Sheldon wins it back and then promptly gives it away. Riley up to the goal scorer, Wilson Harris. His first chest down wasn't the best, and Bourgeois picks it up for FC Tulsa. And he comes forward towards halfway. That's a great ball. Rodrigo da Costa, and his first touch just too much there, Anna. Just wanted a better first touch, didn't he?
Yeah, great ball by Bradley Bourgeois, and da Costa on the run. It's tough to bring those down, but you know, looking to make those penetrating runs in and get that first touch in on goal.
Kawambe gets it back from Marlon. Plenty of movement ahead. Here's Maloto. Intelligent move to a pocket of space. Has to go back though. Bourgeois going round 3. Marlon is offside, says the assistant on the far side. But great play from Bradley Bourgeois there, sweeping past 3 Sporting KC2 players.
Bourgeois does an excellent job in tight spaces and penetrating that back line and getting out of pressure.
They've got to keep the back door shut have FC Tulsa. Of course, a third against them would be somewhat disastrous, but they still feel, Anna, very much, and I'm sure the home fans do, the Mike Hensey and Will, that such is the spirit in this great squad, that they are very much in this game.
Very much so. They have the resources for it. We've talked about how many.
Here's Montpremier just in behind the defence. He's been dragged wide, pulls it back, and it's somehow Sean Lewis and a defender, Matt Sheldon, squeezed the ball wide for a corner, but that was danger, Anna.
It was, to your point, Dave, a third goal against FC Tulsa would really make it difficult for them to dig themselves out of this hole. We'll get another look at that attack from SKC2. Great looping ball over the top by Harris, and Montpremier just causing problems all night, plays a great ball back. Sean Lewis does a great job to come out and make himself big. Sheldon sliding in at the last second too. He's been all over the place tonight.
Ball into the box is down, and down goes Sean Lewis. The last effort before the corner was Dylan Cerner up from left back. And it remains 2-1. Here's Bouchois bringing Kawambe. Kawambe back to Bouchois. Garcia, intelligent touch off here to Matt Sheldon. Sheldon now taking on Riley. A couple of step overs. Still got control of the ball. He's up against two. Doesn't seem to have anybody else with him. Slides in to keep it in. Rad will control inside his own 18-yard box, and then Freeman nutmegs DaCosta, and Kuich can just calm things down. Hey, FC Tulsa fans, visit any of the 7 Tulsa Panera Bread locations to try out the new lineup on the menu. The Smokehouse Barbecue, Chipotle Bacon Melt, and Teriyaki Chicken Sandwiches are sure to have you cheering. Dining rooms are open, or order online at panerabread.com for pickup or delivery right to you. Panera, food as it should be, participating cafes only. 2-1, we just had an offside there. Here's Maloto. Ball swept to Garcia. Garcia coming forward from that centre-back berth, as he has to just occasionally now. Scoops the ball over the top of Ariel Martinez, and Cerner will be grateful here to take some time inside his own box and scoop that one away, but they're happy to sit in now, the visitors, aren't they? And it's up to FC Tulsa to break them down.
Definitely, and SKC2, just the way their formation works, it's already tough to break them down with the 4-1-4-1. They know how to play their system. They're able to compact and utilize those wings, and now they won't be taking as many chances. Those wingers that might attack in the first half are now going to draw back and stay home a little bit more, so FC Tulsa is going to have to get creative to find the back of the net.
Creative they are, in the shape of Kawambe trying to bring in Maloto here on halfway. Has to go back to Bouchois. Bouchois just shaking his hands as if to say, come on guys, we need a bit more movement ahead of us. Here is DaCosta. DaCosta will hit one from a long way out. It's a good few yards over. Matt Sheldon maybe wanted a threaded ball through. It's noticeable that Sheldon and Kawambe are trying to get forward, of course, from left and right back respectively.
Yeah, both of them have done a great job working inline to inline, and Matt Sheldon, he makes the run there, but those are the types of runs they need to continue to make, but be intentional. Legs are tired, it's late in the game, so those creative runs off the ball are what are really going to help FC Tulsa right now.
Brooks Thompson it is with the goal kick. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffa with you in the commentary box here at One Oak Field. The score: FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2. A couple of substitutions for FC Tulsa, and we're going to see Zaguru, we're going to see Mofon Udo, who's going to come on. Maloto, who's Kawambe has come off. So Zaguru will, Matt Sheldon I think will go across to right back, and Zaguru will come on at left back, and there's Udo who's coming on for Maloto, and I think Udo, Anna, will go up top. Martinez is just slightly withdrawn. I think Udo will be the man to go up top in the number 9, the Nigerian. Just 9 minutes all season, but he has had a couple of chances in those 9 minutes.
Right, and this will give him the opportunity to, make a statement and help FC Tulsa hopefully get this next goal. He has fresh legs, buzzing around up top and causing problems for SKC2 is, why NCN brought him on.
Marlon slips a lovely ball to Suarez, and it just behind Rodrigo da Costa. And Cerna will get the ball out. Wilson Harris has got in behind the defence here. He's got Freeman inside the box, but he's just overhit that one as Harris. Freeman will take it towards the right-hand side. Still got 20 minutes left in this game. Iagua. Who does first action is to head the ball on. Rad to Riley. Throw in to Riley. Good play again from Wilson Harris. There's Seguru's first action. The Albanian. Martinez picking out Iagua. Garcia. Suarez, good ball here to Seguru. His ball into the box, a good one, and there's Barbia to clear that one just for a moment. I thought it was over his head and onto the head of the substitute, Mofonudu. Great ball from the Albanian.
Great ball from Seguro. He's done that all season. He has the ability with that left foot to whip in a great in-swing ball that makes it difficult for keepers, and FC Tulsa looking to get on the end of that.
Matt Sheldon up to the line, long throw into the box, headed down, save from the keeper. Rodrigo da Costa got a pretty good header on that one from the throw from Matt Sheldon. It was route 1, and Anna will take us through that replay.
Yeah, he did. Really great throw in by Matt Sheldon to get it all the way in the box. Da Costa, excellent job to bring it down. You want that ball down and low, making it difficult for keepers to stop, but Thompson does a great job denying that goal-scoring opportunity.
Excellent work again from our crew here. Here's Montpremier running at the defence like he likes to. Another corner to the visitors here, who still lead by 2-1. Fredley Montpremier started it all off on 20 minutes. Now some substitutions for Sporting KC2 here. Wilson Harris is going to take a well-earned rest.
Wilson Harris tonight, he was pretty quiet, but when he got the ball, he made those moments count.
There is Harris taking a well-earned rest. And those two young gentlemen coming on, Jarrett Townsend coming on. There he is, wearing 99. Corner into the box, headed down, scrambles inside the box, but Beer's in there trying to turn and twist. But good blocks from the men in the white shirts, FC Tulsa, the home side. Davis plays a ball down, looking for Townsend. But Seguru does well to come away with that one, and rather gives it away again. Davis. Riley was involved. Here's Townsend, who's just come on as a substitution, runs into Seguru. Garcia comes out with the ball. Kuich. Townsend again. Wide on that right-hand side. He goes to ground. No foul, says the referee. Two 2-1 the score. Slightly overhit, but Da Costa does well to just chest that one down, slow things down. Martinez picks out Da Costa. Kind of played away there by Rad. pretty much the same formation, Anna, for the visitors. Dominic Rosita has gone up front, replacing Wilson Harris, but it is still a 4-1-4-1 as Martinez hits the turf.
Right, Dave, and Incian mentioned that earlier in the week, that no matter who SKC2 puts out on the field, they're very disciplined in their formation. They know what they want to do. They know how to play it. And it's worked for them, and it's working for them tonight.
Certainly is. They leads by 2-1. Here's Jarrett Townsend running at Garcia. Still with the ball. Montpremier wants a second, brings in Cerner. Cerner clips towards the far post, and there's a shot going down onto the ground, one of those that then balloons over the bar, but a good move again. So there'll be a hydration break. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts by following FC Tulsa on ESPN.com. Search for FC Tulsa and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. And watch FC Tulsa all season long on ESPN+. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Let's have a look at the team of the week, Anna. Some interesting names appearing on this one. We'll show you as we look at downtown Tulsa. You can see up top there, Williams, Asante and Juff. We saw Juff playing here for Austin Bold, and he got a couple of goals after the game here at FC Tulsa. And Mitchell Tainter, who I rated very highly, the defender for San Antonio, a quality defender, Anna.
Yeah, he had a great game when they came and played here, and as well when FC Tulsa went and played at San Antonio and Juff. He will be a factor in the upcoming games for FC Tulsa. He's been a factor for them in the attack all year, and something that FC Tulsa will have to work and defend as they enter the games this week.
Certainly will. Hydration break is over, and Mike Ensign kind of waving his players and saying, get back on that field, go and get some points. And there's nothing to say that if FC Tulsa get the next goal, they could go on and win this one. I mean, all results possible.
Right, they have the ability to do that, and you see Ensign just almost motioning, you know, get on with it, keep doing what you're doing. They've gotten in good areas, but there have been instances throughout tonight where they've forced it. You get a look at Dario Suarez. He's been great in that number 9 role, turning and creating opportunities, but we'll have to see something special as we enter into these last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, he's had a good game. He's looked lively, he's looked strong. Just a high foot there. Again, it's been a friendly game tonight. There's been no malicious intent from anybody. A couple of yellow cards in the game. Here's Barbier. Started his career with Manchester City, quickly moved on to West Bromwich Albion in the Midlands of England. A couple of goals this season up from the back. Got a goal against OKC, the third one, and the winner against Indy 11 earlier on the season. Here's Mofu. Oh, good shot and a brilliant save. And Udo showing what he can do on as a substitute and a corner to FC Tulsa.
Great shot from Udo, coming in and making an impact, looking to curl it into that back post, and Thompson does well to read it in and time his jump. We'll get another look at it. Cuts inside, that quick shot, curling into that back post. Great build-up play, just being patient, looking for an opportunity on the wing. Excellent save by Thompson, times that jump really well.
It's Seguru's in swing of the left foot to the far post. Marlon with the header just wide. Well, his timing of his run was perfection, but in the end product, I think we'll find, wasn't quite as close as yours truly thought it was, in the excitement in my voice, Anna.
Yes, Marlon Santos watching that ball, waiting patiently. You mentioned he was there, ready, not the finishing product he was looking for. FC Tulsa continuing to knock on the door, though, and push forward.
Toby Uzo and all the excitement has come on the big number 9 up front. Here he is chasing down on the ball now, so very attacking lineup from Mike Ensign. Rodrigo da Costa it was who made way. The referee just saying where he wants this one taken from. So you've got Suarez, you've got Uzo, you've got Udo. All up front in that front line, and then add into that Anna Marlon. I mean, it's really a front four now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it has to be. They have to take those risks if they want to get a goal, and we'll see another attacking-minded player with Altamirano coming in here. He has a creative element to his game that will hopefully mix things up, and FC Tulsa, you know, have to get this next goal.
Yeah, Christian Altamirano, the 30-year-old Honduran, comes on. Very lively again. Similar player to Marlon Santos in many ways. They both work so hard. 2-1 it is, and just over 10 minutes to go here. So substitutions aplenty from both sides as Brooks Thompson clears his lines. Kuich puts that one up in the air. Martinez wins some kind of header. Here's Toby Uzo looking for Suarez. Cerna's back there to clear. Martinez, that's a good ball here to Altamirano. Altamirano, has he got enough on that one to keep it curling in? No, he hasn't, I don't think. Good move again, and Altamirano's going to give Cerna a bit of a game in this last 10 minutes, Anna.
He definitely will, and I love the combination play on that right side from this Tulsa home team. That's what they do best, and I think as we enter into these last 10 minutes of the game, that's their bread and butter. They love to do that. They make good runs into the box, and they need to stick with it. And if they continue to do that, opportunities will present themselves.
Kuich has just headed that one straight to Altamirano. Suarez gets a touch on that one. It was a foul. It was in the back of Suarez. He felt that one. There he is, picks himself up. Tough customer. Mario Martinez. Right on the circumference of the centre circle. Chips it over the top of the defence. Bourgeois up there. Here's Udo. And that hits Christian Duke, and that will spin away. Duke's gone down. Udo's gone down. Attention needed. But it's going to be some end to this game with FC Tulsa really knocking on the door, and Sporting KC maybe trying to catch them on the break, getting their third.
Right, SKC2 definitely sitting in more, playing more defensive and compact, making it difficult for FC Tulsa to, play around them.
Altamirano just making a nuisance of himself, but Cerna's pretty experienced. Throw in to Matt Sheldon, ball knocked out of his hand. Cerna given the benefit of the doubt. Here's the long throw from Matt Sheldon. Toby Uzo's in there. Bourgeois heads it down, and Bourgeois was fouling. Free kick, fairly easy one for the referee to give. There is Bradley Bourgeois, who has to trot back. Born in Texas, Bradley Bourgeois. So where do FC Tulsa go from here? Well, next Wednesday, Anna, we do it all again back here against Rio Grande Valley, who prop up the league, and then those two mouth-watering games in the space of 3 days, both at Austin Bold. One of them, of course, because of the rearrangement after the COVID issue earlier on, and then OKC Energy and Rio Grande Valley. That's the next 5 games, including this one, in the next 15 days. It's they're going to come thick and fast, these games.
They are, and FC Tulsa, very important stretch for them. Still a lot of room for movement in this Group D, and as we talked about, Austin Bold FC, 2 games as we enter into the week, but NCN very focused on each game as it comes and focusing on capitalizing on a goal in these last 7 minutes and getting some points.
Now look at the number of players in and around the 18-yard line here. FC Tulsa central defenders are up. We're being told that there's 2,790 spectators inside One Oak Field tonight. Here's the ball from Guerrero into the box. Uzo gets a header on it, but good defending. And it's away for a goal kick. And a quick word on the crowd, 2790, pretty decent socially distanced crowd here at One Oak. But if you're a home fan, of course you want to go away happy with the result.
Right. Great atmosphere tonight. Fans have been into it all game and confident in their side that something will come in these last 5 minutes, but they've been very supportive all season. But a great evening for soccer and a great Saturday night. And obviously, as you mentioned, Dave looking for a win to finish it off.
Right, he belts the ball forward. Here's Bourgeois having to clear his lines. Picks out Altamirano. His ball is driven to the left-hand side here for Udo. Udo's got Zaguro here in support. They exchange passes. Udo goes round one and then just runs into a bit of traffic, and that will go through to Brooks Thompson. FC Tulsa's next home match is this Wednesday against RGV FC. Don't miss a moment of the action here at One Oak Field this season. Get your tickets today. Visit fctulsa.com/tickets or call 918-297-6808 to get yours today. And FC Tulsa would dearly love to get something out of this game. They trail by 2-1. Montpremier gets a yellow card for the foul. Scored the goal to open things up. We're going to see Misha Galusa come in for Montpremier, so he gets a yellow card, takes his rest. Misha Galusa will come in wearing 77. We're also going to see Kuich take a little break. Wapiwu comes on wearing 35, probably going alongside Christian Duke to try and see this one out now. They're 4 minutes away from a famous win here. Now here's a striding run from Jake Davis, the 18-year-old. But his ball infield wasn't the best. Zaguru, who no doubt has been told to get forward at every single opportunity.
Right, and that's a chance that FC Tulsa right now, NCN and his side are willing to take.
Play from Sheldon, who will be told likewise on the right-hand side. It's such an attacking lineup for Mike Ensian's men now. Here's Zagura right on halfway. Long ball looking for Toby Uzo. Chested down well. Here's Suarez. And then a hurried shot from Toby Uzo with his left foot. Toby Uzo did score the USL Championship fans goal of the season with a famous overhead kick here at One Oak Field. Fantastic goal it was too. He's not had too many minutes this season, Toby Uzo, to ply his trade. He's been involved in 4 games, only 66 minutes before tonight. But with these games, Anna, coming thick and fast, you wonder how many of these players that haven't been in the first 11 will be used because of the sheer amount of games.
Exactly, Dave. It's going to be really important that these players step up when called upon. And you mentioned 5 games in 15 days. That's a lot. That's a lot for a player to manage. Important for coaching staff to manage players' minutes, keep them fresh, and keep everything moving. So definitely important for these substitutions to come on with quality minutes.
Probably not the best time to tell you this fact, but a Tulsa team has never beaten either Swope Park Rangers or Sporting KC 2. There's only been 1 draw. That's about as good as it got in 2018. Other than that, it's been the Kansas team all the way. Of course, FC Tulsa had a 6-game unbeaten run, a new club record before the San Antonio defeat last week. They won't want to go 2 defeats on the bounce as Udo concedes a free kick. And Rad will take his time, the 19-year-old. Sweeps the ball out to the left-hand side. Christian Duke down that left-hand side. And Bradley Bourgeois has to concede the corner. Good run from Wapiwo. And a really good run as well from Mushagalusa. And they're acting as ball boy is Iagwa, who says, come on, we've got to get on with this. Sporting KC, but you can't really blame the away side who've got themselves in this position with a few minutes to go. Corner. And they will take it short and try and run this clock down here. Just half a minute left of the regulation 90.
Important for FC Tulsa to protect the ball when they get it, as you talked about, Dave. SKC looking to run the clock down.
It's an easy yellow card for Christian Duke, pulling back the player there. It's going to be a free kick for FC Tulsa again. The likes of Bradley Bourgeois and Kevin Garcia coming up from the back. Martinez will take this one. 4 white shirts, 5 white shirts now if you include Garcia in that line being held around about 22 yards out. Going to see 4 minutes added on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated
Desperation time now for FC Tulsa as they try to get at least a point out of this game. Now here is Bradley Bourgeois. Zaguru, that's a decent ball into the box. Decent header away from Barbier as well. Sean Lewis out of his goal. All hands to the pump now. Sheldon. Again, a long ball forward. Pivo headed that one forward, now headed forward again by Jarrett Townsend. Townsend with the ball here. Move on Udo too strong in the challenge. Frustrating for the home side when there's a foul, Anna.
Yeah, and you see it right there. The foul from Udo. He's just frustrated. They need the ball, and SKC2 doing everything they can to keep possession at this point. They're not looking to take risks. There's no real reason for them to press going forward. So when FC Tulsa regains possession, they have to protect the ball and keep the ball and be intentional with their passes.
That's going to go through to Sean Lewis, and Paolo Nagamura, the 37-year-old coach, will be desperate for these 3 points to close the gap in Group E. Mike Hensian desperate now for a point out of this game. Is there one more opportunity inside this last 3 minutes here at One Oak Field? Ball kept in. Ball is loose. Lewis will dive on that one. Enoch Mushagalusa was really in on that one. Lewis has got to go route 1 here, I think. Toby Uzo has committed a foul, and it's all got just a little bit untidy. It's frustrating for coaches, isn't it, when you're chasing the game and these fouls crop up, and it just frustrates you and winds the clock down.
Right, and these stoppages of play really limit the flow of getting anything going, and FC Tulsa playing more direct these last few minutes as a result of the frustration. They haven't had success on the ground, looking to play over the top and really doing anything they can to get anything going forward attacking wise.
Now Garcia's been pulled back there. It's got to be a yellow card. Garcia's frustrated. It will be a yellow card. Again, more time being taken out of the game here, but this could be it now as Garcia goes forward there. Anna, it's got to be a line of 5 or 6 white shirts now, isn't it?
Right, at this point, it's an all hands on deck situation. Looks like Lewis will take the free kick, and important for every player to be mindful of the knockdowns. Sean Lewis looking to chip a ball in and see if anything can happen.
Jake Davis it was, the number 46 who got the yellow card, the 18-year-old from Michigan. Now, last ball into the box. Out comes the keeper. Garcia's there, and that's good goalkeeping from Brooks Thompson. And we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left for FC Tulsa to get at least a point from this game. They trail by 2 goals to 1. That's going to go all the way through to Sean Lewis. The home crowd willing one more effort on goal. Sugarlusa now goes round one. Could finish the game here, but his shot is woefully wide in the end. It's going to be a goal kick. And Martinez wants it short and gets it short here. Building from the back, he's got to be careful. Drives it out to Matt Sheldon now. Sheldon's got to make up some ground here. Agua. Townsend volleys the ball infield. Anywhere will do from Cerner. Well, Anna, you often get one more chance right at the end, but this really would have to be it now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, FC Tulsa looking for any opportunity at this point. Looks like they'll have another chance with a free kick in a good position.
And I think Sean Lewis is even coming up towards halfway. I think everybody's got to go forward now. Zaguru says, I want to come across and take this one and get it in there left-footed, and then he walks away. So the responsibility is left to Altamirano, but I think Mike Ensign is pulling rank here and saying, no, it's got to be Zaguru. So everybody, this really is it now, Anna. Ball into the box, and you just hope it falls to an FC Tulsa player from the home point of view. Ball into the box, and there's an equaliser from Dario Suarez. Right at the death. The ball in from Zaguru, and Suarez heads home. And it's 2-2 with seconds left. It's FC Tulsa 2, SKC 2. Well, drama here at OneOak. The referee is involved in conversations with the defenders, shall we just say. Martinez is saying he wants the time added on. What drama, Annabeffa.
Definitely, Dave. To the death, FC Tulsa gets an opportunity. Zaguro takes advantage of it, but we'll get a look. Might have a conversation of, looks like it'll be a yellow card issued to Zaguro by the referee.
2-2, what a ball in, and it really caps off a fine performance from Dario Suarez, who deserves a goal. But the referee, I think, has chalked it off. The ball has been placed, and I think it must have been an offside. And FC Tulsa, and I think the crowd are realising, Annabeffa, that goal has been taken away.
Right. We saw the discussion from the referee, but it was tough to see.
Well, now we've got the referee showing a yellow card here to Suarez, and it's all got very untidy. We'll get a chance, I think, to see the replay and just see, Anna, was there a foul? Was it offside? How has the referee taken this goal away? Consulted with the AR. What drama here.
These last few minutes have been eventful, to say the least. The referee working to keep the game under control. A couple of big calls, players frustrated. FC Tulsa, definitely unfortunate that the goal didn't happen, but we'll see if we get another look at what the referee called.
Time added on to time added on as Barbia thumps the ball down the left-hand side. That's going to go away for a throw-in. FC Tulsa want the ball back. And now there's a few shenanigans going on, all in the name of protecting your lead, and FC Tulsa wanting to get on quickly with the game. Sheldon's way back. He has to throw it back to Lewis here. All eyes on the referee, and he blows the final whistle, and it's ended up here with considerable drama here at OneOak Field. There's Mike Ensign, who will have to accept, there it is, the full-time score, that his team have lost by 2-1. Dario Suarez thought he'd equalised very late on. Ariel Martinez is discussing it. There's a guru as well with the crew, the 4-man crew there. And Annabeffa, I'm sure we will get to see some replays, but one can only assume there was an infringement, a foul, a push, or maybe even an offside for Suarez for that final drama.
Right, Martinez pleading his case. But, you know, throughout the evening, FC Tulsa with opportunities and to leave themselves in a position at the end of the game to make a play. And as, you know, we talked about, they do it. They come up in a big moment, but unfortunate that it doesn't look like the goal will stand. And, you know, they continue to face adversity. That's okay. They have 2 games coming up this week. You have to have a short memory. These things happen. Referees look to be in a good position, so it'll be interesting to see what the final decision was. But NCN, you know, go back to the locker room, regroup, and an important game on Wednesday.
Well, I'll tell you what, Anna, let's take a short break and we'll come back and let that drama unfold. After the break, FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2-2.
Just a reminder about all the incredible savings we have at our Hahn Appliance outlet. We're at 41st and Memorial and open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we've got new product coming in every week. Come see us this weekend to look through hundreds of closeout, scratch and dent, and floor model displays, all discounted at 30, 40, even 50% off. Now, these great deals go quick, so come see us this weekend to save big on a small scratch or dent. Hahn Appliance outlet at 41st and Memorial. Put us to the test.
I found you.
Go home.
So long
Banjo! Sorry, it won't happen again.
on an endless road.
Come on, let's go home.
Oh, I found you.
After 10 years, we've covered a lot of miles. Good thing I got a Subaru.
Love is out there. Find it in a Subaru Crosstrek.
Stop by Ferguson Subaru now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
Welcome back in here to downtown Tulsa. FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2. They have won it, but there was drama which we'll get to in a moment. Here are the match stats, Anna, and look, 25 shots against 9 tells a bit of a story, and also almost 60-40 in possession.
Right, FC Tulsa all over the place offensively. They were in good positions. They had opportunities, but couldn't really close it out. SKC does a great job capitalizing on their opportunities and comes away with the win tonight, 2-1 against FC Tulsa.
Well, lots to get through. Let's get into the match highlights, Anna. It's been, as we said, quite a dramatic game in many ways. Bradley Bourgeois, as he always does, win, lose or draw, applauds the crowd here on Saturday evening at One Oak Field, where slight disappointment for the fans. They've seen their team win for the second game, lose for the first time here at One Oak Field this season, and their second defeat on the bounce. But they're made of strong stuff, Anna, and Mike Ensign will quickly lift them up, and they've got to, because it's Wednesday and we're back here again.
Exactly, and you see FC Tulsa, you know, thanking the fans. Fans are supporting them. It's a great organization that Tulsa has really come to support and be behind. And yeah, Dave, I mean, you have to have a short memory. Big game against Austin Bold FC on Wednesday. They go there and play them twice, and that will be a big moment for both teams.
And
to
you know,
see who will, continue as the Group D continues on.
Here was a throw-in from Sheldon, a header down from Rodrigo da Costa in the first opportunity, and FC Tulsa, it was all them in the second half, Anna.
It really was, and Thompson, he was forced to make saves, and we talked about that heading into the second half. FC Tulsa needed to come out and force Thompson to make saves, and he did. You see a great one right there. He really stepped up for his team, but FC Tulsa continuing to create opportunities. Here's another look at the goal at the end. Excellent ball in by Zaguro. Suarez in a great spot. We'll see what the decision was. Looks like he might have been offside.
I think we can only conclude it was offside, and who's to say? We weren't in line. The assistant referee was, and he's given the decision, and everybody, whilst it's disappointing, has to accept it.
Right, and I mean, that's sports. These things happen. Referee makes a good decision in the end. It sounds like he was in line with the play. FC Tulsa, you know, need to put themselves in positions to finish off these games and create and finish these scoring opportunities, and that will be something that NCN will emphasize as we head on into the week.
And a couple of things I want to say. The first thing is you learn a lot from being defeated. You know, you've played the professional game, and they will pick themselves up. They'll dust themselves off. They're very quick at it again on Wednesday. They will learn from this defeat, won't they?
They will, and they'll go back into the locker room, watch videos, see areas where they were exploited, how they can fix it. And they, again, coming on Wednesday, big game. They have to rebound.
Anna, thanks for your company tonight. Thank you to the great team here that has provided all the pictures and the production for you. Thank you all of you for tuning in. Please tune in again on Wednesday. Final score for the final time is FC Tulsa 1, Sporting KC 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.